Alright gang, welcome back to our playthrough on Beyleron. You joined me still in May. That's because I forgot to lime this field in the last episode. So we're going to lime it really quick, and then we will jump to the following month. Looks like I missed a little bit of rolling there, but that's alright. It's not, I'm not worried that much about it. So we'll get this field roll, hold on a minute. We're going to unload this thing right here. We're going to go upgrade this. That is too small. It's time to upgrade. We upgraded everything else. It's time to upgrade this. Let me go upgrade it really quick. We'll come back. We'll lime this field, and then we'll flip to June. Alright, we've got it upgraded. It's not a super increased width, but it does go from, I think it was 12 to 18. So it will help. It was $8,000. I also, while we were here, went ahead and spent, actually, we should do this too. I was going to say, I spent the time while we were here just go ahead and repaired our tractor, along with the sprayer here. The sprayer really didn't need a whole lot of repairing, but we do need gas, so we might as well go ahead and pick the gas up while we're here. We do have a gas station. There's another gas station down near our new field we purchased. But since we're here, we'll utilize this one, right? But this should help significantly. 18-meter width is much better, especially for the size of that field. So hopefully we can get that done pretty quickly. So I'll probably just do a bit of a jump cut on this one, gang. We're going to have a lot to do in June, so I'll just do a jump cut. You know, we'll start it, jump cut it to the end, and then we can jump to June. Easy there, Alfred. Easy, buddy. Easy. All right, let's try this again here. Hopefully this is a little bit better. Yeah, it's not a huge increase really, but it is better. It is better. So this is going to take a little bit of time to do here, gang. So I will get it done. I might have to even fill up a second time. Who knows? But I'll get this done no matter what, and then we'll jump cut when I'm pretty much done. Alright, we're nearly done here, gang. I've got a few touch-ups I need to do. Some relatively larger sizes that were missed for whatever reason. I went about it a little bit differently than we have been doing it. I went this way, this side, back and forth. And it seemed to work a little bit better. I don't know for sure if we're going to continue to do it that way or not, but it does seem to work a little bit better. Especially now that we got rid of those trees up there, right? We definitely can expand the field now. Definitely. We've got this area over here too that we haven't done anything with, but it's very hilly. So to do anything with that, we are going to have to spend a little bit of money putting in some flattening and some more sod and everything else, right? Some topsoil is what I meant, not sod, topsoil, right? So we're going to have to put a bunch of stuff in there to really utilize that, or we go a different route with it. Maybe we plant some trees in there, since it's already hilly. And we can utilize that as a constant income for wood chips. Whenever they get chopped down, we can just plant more. Now, trees take a long time to grow, so we may not even actually get to that point in this series, since it is such a short series. Little mini-series. Well, the whole series itself is long, but each map is kind of like a mini-series, right? 15 to 20 episodes. And we move on to the next map. So it may not actually be worth to do that. It probably isn't at this point. Maybe if we did that early on, it would have been, but... Alright. I'm not going to worry about the rest of the field. We're going to call that good enough. So, let's get this back to the farm here. I'll go back to my house. We'll sleep, and be back with you when it's June. Alright, gang, you joined me in June. We are actively harvesting our brand new barley field. We need to take some of this to the chickens. The chickens are out of food. Not really ideal. So we need to take some of this and drop it off at the chickens area. We also have our small field over there of soybeans, which is ready to harvest. Now, I believe soybeans are best, I want to say now. If it's not now, it's July. It's July. Okay. So they're best next month, but they're really pretty good right now. The train is 7,000. Now, as far as barley goes, it's not going to be that great. It's not bad. 166. It's really not bad. So we'll probably sell this as well when we sell the soybeans, right? I think it just makes sense to sell them both together. But we got to keep some of this for the chickens, So probably it won't be a full trailer, but maybe a half trailer we'll keep for the chickens. And hopefully hopefully nothing will be ready to harvest between the time of having the food there for the chickens and before we run out, I guess. Hopefully nothing will be ready to harvest before we run out of the food we kept in the trailer for the chickens when the time comes. If not, I guess we're going to have to fit a silo in. I was trying to hold off on doing the silo as much as possible just because of the train yard. Now, I guess I could try. I haven't tried it yet. I guess I could try. I bet it does work. I could try to maybe see if it'll let me take the crop out of the train yard. It might not, but if it can, then we can just continue to utilize that as our silo. It's not that far of a drive, and it saves us tons of money. So we'll see on that one. That's a maybe so far, but this is a large field, and we have tons of trees here that we can chop down. Now, we're still not going to be chopping down the trees for quite a while. Trees are best in winter, for the wood chips at least. The wood chips are best in winter. I don't want to continue to do the same thing over and over again on my series. I'm doing a lot of wood chips right now in a lot of the different series, so we're going to hold off on doing that on this series for a little while. Probably be towards the end of the series, well, the end of this map, I should say, not the series. The end of this map before we start doing wood chips again. You know, end of this calendar year for the end game, 6 months from now, so 6 episodes from now. Should be about right. We should be getting close to 20 at that point. Probably about 17, maybe, I think we'll be on. I could be completely wrong on that. I really forget. But it'll be somewhere around then, so it makes a little bit more sense, I think, anyway. But how's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. There's the other gas station I was talking about, right? Pretty close. This is a very, very large field, though. This is going to make us some good money. I mean, we're going to be full before we get to the end again. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw this on a worker. We've got to go get our John Deere 7810 and the trailer. Bring it over here because we're going to need it pretty quickly. Other things we have to do today. We've got to spray our field that we drilled in the last episode up there. We've got to spray that with... second application of fertilizer. We probably have to do herbicide on it too. I didn't really look at that, but I would suspect we do. Let me see. Yep, we're going to have to spray it too. So we've got to do that. We need to lease or buy. Probably lease because we don't have the money right now. I guess it depends on how much we get out of the soybeans and the barley here. But we'll have to either lease or buy a baler so we can pick up all of the straw off the ground. Ideally, the same one we utilize a lot, where we can turn the straw into silage bales, straw silage bales. It's very, very useful. So ideally, we get to that situation where that can happen, and we'll make a little bit more money off of it that way as well. Now, as far as everything else goes, this field's looking good. This field, even though it has some dead weeds on it, is looking good as well. It needed lime. We did not lime it, but that's okay. It should still be a pretty high-yielding field for us, but it's not ready to harvest or anything like that. So this one's going to be closer than the others because this is going to be kind of our constant, chicken feed. I guess now that I said what I said, I guess we can just fill the chickens up to max, and then the rest of this we can just constantly be putting sorghum in, so we constantly have food for them because sorghum grows quickly. So I guess that's the path we'll go. I kind of just changed my plans mid-flight there, but I think you know what I'm trying to get at and what I mean by that. Now, having this extended pipe that we put on in the last episode is extremely useful. We don't have to worry about going in there, stopping the worker, backing it up at an angle where we could pull the trailer into it to actually unload. So what we're probably going to do here is I'm going to take... when this is full, I'm going to take it directly over to the chickens because we want the chickens to continue to make eggs for us. We haven't sold any of the eggs yet. We may sell them soon, but we want them to continue to make eggs for us, and right now they're not making anything because they have no food. Alright, we're full. Put the beacons back on for a minute, even though we're only going to be on the road for a few seconds. Let's follow the rules here. Now, as far as drilling all of these fields, we only have 2 tractors right now. So, once we get some of these straw up, we'll see where we are as far as time goes on the episode itself. But we may have to wait to drill some of these fields into the next episode. But once I drop this off and I bring this back, I'm going to go get the hurleyman out. We're going to get the sprayer going, and we can have the workers spray that field up there for us while we continue to harvest down here and do all the necessary things down here. Uh-oh, do they not take barley? I thought they took barley. Maybe it's just wheat and sorghum. Oh, they do. Okay, good. I was going to say, I swear they took barley. Unless something's changed. Nice. They took 10%. Good. So, how many chickens do we have in there now? 181. How many are we able to have? I guess I need to go find the trigger for it. Rather have 700. Okay, we got a ways to go there. So let me jump into the hurleyman really quick. He's got a little bit of time where he's going to be full. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. That extension I bought, it does not fit underneath our silo, or our, man, I can't talk today. The extension we bought does not fit underneath our solar panel shed, whatever you want to call it. So that's a bit of a problem too. So we've got it kind of just sticking out there. So we're gonna have to deal with that as well. Just gives us another reason to maybe potentially, we'll probably, like I said, keep that, but move most of the yard down here, maybe. We'll have to see. We'll just have to see things go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do kind of a partial headland pass here. It won't be the full thing, but I'm going to do part of it. So, like, ideally, I'm going to go here and then go down that way, the way I'm kind of turning the camera to, and then we'll throw it on a worker. We need to probably look at potentially upgrading the sprayer as well. It's not a bad width, it really isn't, but we need to start getting bigger width pieces of equipment, or upgrading them if we can. Just because we are now at a point where we're getting a lot of fields, and we're getting a lot of things to do at the same time, and it's hard to keep up with all of that. When you have smaller equipment, it just takes longer, right? So if you can get bigger equipment to continue your progress here, you're going to save yourself a ton of time, and you're going to be able to get a lot more accomplished per episode. And it's going to seem like you're accomplishing a lot more as well for everybody that's watching, so... We need one more tractor and then upgrading everything. That's really what we need. We probably don't need to buy another field for a little while. We've got enough to do here. Although, whenever there's one that's ready to harvest that's near us and it's a good yield, it's kind of hard not to buy it. But we probably should refrain from doing that for a little bit here until we get caught up again. So now... I'm going to throw it on a worker, and I'm just going to have him go this way, the way that I went with the lime at the beginning of the episode here. And hopefully he does the correct path, but you never know. Alright, let's go take this. Looks like he's full, so we're going to have to do a little maneuvering, because he didn't get to the end there. And that's mostly just because I was messing with the sprayer over there. So I didn't get back over there quick enough to unload him again, because he, wasn't fully unloaded. So All right, well, we're nearly done with the harvest of this field here, gang. The other field got finished doing the spraying. We finished doing the spraying, rather. The worker missed a bunch and got into an awkward position. I don't even know how he got up there. But in any case, he did, so... It must be something to do with the trees, maybe? I'm sorry, I hit my microphone there, gang. I apologize. It must be something to do with the trees, or maybe there's a stump or something over there we missed. Who knows? But he kind of went all over the place there a little bit. But I also, in the middle of that time lapse, you probably saw it, I did find the pipe out from the train silo, so it is able to be unloaded from that silo. So we would just constantly use, excuse me, utilize that as our silo. No reason not to. We got a lot of straw to pick up off the ground here. A lot. We're getting a lot of crop out of this, though. A lot. We got 48,000 liters in there, and we're not done, so it'll be over 50,000, I would think. We paid $291,000 for that plot of field. I don't suspect we will get $291,000 when we sell it. Well, we really won't know, because we're going to probably harvest the soybeans today as well. Ooh, I just destroyed that yield sign. We're going to harvest that small field of soybeans as well and sell it. So, don't really know for sure. All right, we're going to have to take over for him in a second here. So while we're doing that, or while he's finishing that up, I should say, let's take a peek at the balers here. We don't have enough to buy one. We're going to have to lease it again. We're just going to try to lease the same one, though. The one that allows us to do straw silage bales. Alright, what foil color do we want to do this time? Let's do a crazy color we've never done, like a wild color. Yeah, we'll go pink. That's real wild. Lease 4360. Oh, he actually did figure out a way to turn around. I'm very, very surprised by that, actually. Okay, well, while he's doing that, let's jump into the Hurlman. We'll head to the shop. We'll pick that up. We'll bring it back here so we can get underway as soon as we're done with that harvest. We're going to do this field first. And then we'll move the harvester over to the soybeans. The soybean field will take 2 seconds to do. And then once the harvest is all done, depending on how far along we've got on this, we may drill that field today. Maybe, even though I said we might not drill any fields at all. We might. Again, just depends on the time here when we're done. Looks like the work did finish, so let me get this, bring it back, and we'll flip over there and get all this done. Alright. I'm very, very surprised that the worker was able to figure that out and carry on. They normally don't, but I guess it's because it's a standard out-the-box map, right? They're a little bit smarter on these maps, and I mean, it's a little bit relative, but they're not that smart to begin with, but they're a little bit better on these maps than any custom-made map or anything else. So it likely will not be a full trailer load here, but that's okay. As soon as this is unloaded, we're going to flip around. We're going to get it going on the soybeans. It'll be 3 passes, maybe 4. And it'll be over. And then we'll unload that, put it straight into the train yard. We'll rent the train. We'll go sell that stuff. And we can begin doing our hay bales. Or our straw bales. Well, we can start doing the straw bales, actually, while the worker's doing the harvest of the soybeans, but we'll finish those, I should say, at least on that field, and hopefully we can get that field going as far as the drilling goes. Maybe not finish it in this episode, but we can probably get it started, right? I can maybe finish the rest of it off camera, potentially. There's options. We've got options there. All right, worker's going. Let's flip this around. We'll go drop this off, and we will begin doing our straw baling. All right, what are we going to end up with here? We have a grand total of 54,323 liters. That's a lot. That's going to be some good money. Good profit right there for sure. So this John Deere, we're just going to leave kind of right here because it needs to be kind of close by. He probably is going to get through the whole field, though, before it needs to be unloaded. So let's get this going. Turn it on, unfold it, all that good stuff. Drop down the pickup, and we're on our way. Now, pink might not be the best choice, but I don't know. We always do the same colors, I feel like. We're doing the same 3 or 4 colors. We do red or white or black or a blue color, and sometimes green, but so 5 colors, I guess. But we never really do any outlandish colors. Probably won't do it again, but you know, this is more of a fun series, right? We're just kind of, there's rules are relaxed. We're just enjoying our playthrough of the campaign kind of thing. So I figure, why not? So how many bales are we going to get here? I have no clue. It could be a lot. It probably will be a lot. Especially if you factor in the other field. The other field is huge. Now I think if we utilize the same implement we've been utilizing for a little while, the front windrower type of thing, I think a worker could actually do this, maybe? I know it came with the loading wagon because we tested that in the 200 horsepower challenge, and it was thanks to all of you in the comments, but I think he could do this too, so there's that option, right? If we really need him to. But to do one of those, the one we would need, we'd have to lease that as well, or rent it as well. It is not cheap to get one that could, you know, do the length that this is. It would cost us probably $90,000 to buy it. So, we probably are going to have to do this by hand still for a little while. We're probably going to do it by hand for the rest of the Bailu playthrough here. Possibly the next map we choose. Possibly. We can do it then. Workers got to be getting close to being done. We'll take a look here in just a second. Once we get another bale loaded up, we will see how they're doing. But they got to be getting close. Yep. They're going to be done here in just a second. So let's do one more bale. Somehow I stopped the engine. I did not stop the engine. There's just something, there's like a glitch or something going on. I have no idea. Weird. Anyway. We'll do another bale and the worker should be done at that point. We can get the train going, make a little bit of money for us. We can see where we're at on that. Yep, there you go. He's done. Nice. So we'll finish off this next bale that we started loading up here, and then we'll get the rest of that into the train yard and get on our way with making some monies. Come on. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. I don't know how many soybeans is in there. I'm hoping for 2 trailer loads, but I don't expect it, honestly. Yeah, there's no way. Yep, there it's full now. Oh, Walter White. Why would you do that to me? Let's get this unloaded. Let's get the train here. And let's go make some money, gang. Alright, we're loaded up. We're on our way there, gang. 54,000 liters of barley and 7,000 liters of soybeans. It should be a lot more than you're probably expecting because of the soybeans alone. The soybeans alone are going to make us, I think it's just over $7,000 per 1,000 liters. It's a lot of money just from those soybeans, and that's not even that many soybeans. The barley is give or take about $400 to $500 less than what the maxed average is. But, I mean, we'd have to wait for a long, long time to sell it, and we really could use the money. So, we're going to sell that too. 140 grand. Yeah. Love that. All right. We've got a lot of straw to pick up here. This is going to take a while. What I think I'm going to do in the process here, get the John Deere over here onto our trailer and get it started picking up these bales, getting them out of the way for us, right? We can kind of work simultaneously a little bit here. Well, as close as we can to being simultaneously when I have to do it myself. You know, get 5, 10 of them out there and then pick them up, get them out of the way so we can carry on. All right, let's turn this on. Let's make sure I have everything set. Oop, not that. Make sure everything's set up properly. Operating position. Should just start to pick them up now. I don't have to reset it or anything. I do need to reset it. Reset operating position. There we go. This should work now. Should. Yep. Okay, good. I don't know if we're going to get to it, but I really would like to get this field underway for drilling at a minimum. I really would. All right, good deal. Leave that there for now. Let's get going a little bit more here, gang. We'll get a lot of this done. We'll see where we're at as far as our time goes on the actual episode itself. And if we have time, we'll get drilling this field. If not, I may just drill it off camera, depending on how where our time is on the actual episode itself. Because these I don't really want. I mean, occasionally, yeah, we'll get like an hour-long episode, but I really don't want them to be long episodes. I want these to be around the 30-ish, 40-ish minute mark. I think it's a nice breakup in comparison to the rest of the videos that I do that are typically at a minimum 45 minutes to an hour and 10, hour and 15. So let me get a bunch of this done. We'll see where we get to, gang, and I'll be back with you at that point. All right, it's done. Now it's just a matter of us picking all these up. I really shouldn't have picked this color. This is this is blinding. I said I want to do a crazy color, and I probably picked the worst crazy color you could get. But oh well. Live and learn, man. Live and learn. In any case, this is a lot of bales here, and we still have that other field to do. I think what we're going to end up doing, gang, is probably keeping this baler on lease until the next episode. We'll start drilling this episode, drilling this field in this episode. I may do a lot of the work for this off camera, but we'll carry on doing the baling in the next episode for the other field. I think it's going to take a long time. That field is much bigger than this one. Well, it may not be much bigger. It's a very similar size, so they do take a long time to go. And this episode is getting pretty long as it is, so we'll start drilling this field. And then, like I said, continue with the baling of the other field in the next episode. We got a lot to do in the next episode. There's probably not going to be a field ready unless it's that little tiny sorghum field. But if it is, it's just the tiny sorghum field, not a big deal. But we've got a lot of drilling to do. We've got a lot of spraying to do, a lot of fertilizing to do, all that. I actually didn't even fertilize that field over there a second time, so I've got to do that. I just did the herbicide. We need to fertilize that again, so I'll have to do that as well off camera. This might be full. It is full. So I have to go unload these really quick and pick the rest of these up. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to set these at. Really don't have a whole lot of room right now. I guess we'll just put them over here. Hopefully they don't fall into the lake. That would be... And there they go. Just don't fall in the lake. Yes, I have the lift. I have the liftable bale mod on right now because, again, this is a much calmer series, a much relaxed rule series. So it's not a big deal. I don't utilize it unless I absolutely have to, like there. Didn't want that bale rolling into the water. We would have lost it. I'll probably move those as well back up there, but I can do all that off camera. So let's get these picked up. We'll get one of these on a drill. I don't know which one it'll be, but we'll get one of them on a drill and get going. Alright, so we're going to do oat in this field, gang. We're going to go ahead and get started here. And we can throw it on a worker eventually, but we'll get it going. And then what I'll probably do is I'll grab that hurleman out of the field there. Go put the baler over at the other field just in preparation. I may end up even doing all the bales off camera. I don't know yet. I haven't really fully decided that yet. I don't know if I'll put it in the next episode or not, but we'll get worker going on this. I'll get the hurleman over to the other field and get it fertilized, and we'll kind of go from there. So I'm going to leave the episode there, gang. I hope you all enjoyed it. Like, subscribe if you're new. It's free. Helps me out a ton. If you have any thoughts, questions, comments, ideas, feel free to let me know down below in the comments. I'm happy to get back to you on those. Thank you so very much to all of our channel members. You guys are amazing. Check my other channels out. Links are in the description down below. I'm in the process of working on getting some actual content up on those here in the near future. And yeah, we'll leave it there. Thanks so much again for watching. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next episode.